The Ship of Fools, Episode 54. Now you see me, now you don't. The test flight space stretched around the Shadow Quest like a vast, silent cathedral, cold, endless, and indifferent. The ship drifted through the quiet sector with a faint shimmer around its hull, the distortion field rippling like heat over desert sand. In engineering, Snipes stood before the cloaking prototype with the reverence of a man unveiling a sacred relic. The device pulsed with soft blue light, casting shifting patterns across the walls and filling the air with the faint scent of ozone. "Behold," Snipes announced, "the fleet's newest cloaking prototype. And I, Snipes the Magnificent, have been entrusted with testing it." Moxie didn't look impressed. "Why do they keep trusting you with things that can explode?" Snipes grinned. "Because I explode things with style." Banning studied the readouts. "Aurora, status?" Aurora flickered into view. "Cloaking field is stable. For now, there is a 37% chance of intermittent failure." Snipes waved a hand. "That's practically perfect." Moxie muttered, "In Snipes' math." Banning sighed. "Let's begin." Snipes pressed the activation switch. The Shadow Quest vanished. Completely, perfectly. For 3 seconds. Then it flickered violently and reappeared before vanishing again. Snipes cleared his throat. Minor hiccup. Moxie groaned. "This is going to be a long day." The ship drifted onward, cloaking field humming through another diagnostic cycle. Snipes hovered over the controls, muttering to himself. "Just a little recalibration, nothing dramatic, nothing—" The ship lurched, lights flickered. Aurora's voice sharpened. "Warning! Cloaking field destabilizing!" Before anyone could react, the entire ship vanished, except for the crew. Banning, Moxie, Snipes, and Aurora's hologram remained exactly where they had been, except now they appeared to be standing in open space, suspended above nothing, surrounded by stars. Snipes screamed, "We're dead! We're dead, and we don't even know it!" Moxie looked down at her boots, hovering above invisible metal. "We're not dead. We're just embarrassingly visible." Banning tried to step forward and immediately stumbled into an unseen bulkhead. "The ship's still here. We just can't see it." Snipes flailed. "But we are visible. We look like idiots floating in space." A Syndicate scout ship dropped out of warp. It slowed. It stared. The crew stared back. Snipes whispered, "They can see us." Moxie whispered, "They can definitely see us." The scout's comms crackled. "Are you people floating?" Snipes shouted, "Yes!" Moxie slapped a hand over his mouth. Aurora said calmly, "Snipes, repair the cloaking device." Snipes scrambled across the invisible hull, found the access panel by smacking his forehead into it, and frantically rewired the emitter. The Shadow Quest reappeared in a burst of shimmering distortion. The scout ship jolted backward. Moxie grinned. "Banning fire!" One shot disabled the scout's engines. Snipes collapsed. "I hate cloaking technology." Aurora replied, "Correction. This time it attempted to embarrass you." Moxie smirked. "Mission accomplished." The crew barely had time to recover before Aurora's voice cut through the bridge. "Commander, multiple warp signatures incoming." Banning stiffened. "Identify." "Black Sun Syndicate vessels, 23 ships, and 1 dreadnought." Moxie's jaw tightened. "Sarrik." Snipes squeaked. "He's still alive?" The dreadnought tore into real space like a nightmare made of metal and rage. Its cannons glowed with murderous intent. The comms opened. Sarrik's voice thundered. "Shadow Quest. Today, vengeance is mine and your ship burns." Snipes whispered, "I want to go back to floating in space." Banning barked, "Snipes, cloak us!" Snipes slammed the button. The ship vanished. The armada fired wildly into empty space. Moxie smirked. They can't hit what they can't see. The ship flickered, reappeared. Every gun turned toward them. Snipes screamed, "Why does it always do that?" He slammed the button again. The ship vanished. Sarrik roared, "Stop doing that!" The Shadow Quest blinked in and out of existence like a malfunctioning ghost. One moment invisible, slipping between cruisers unseen. The next moment fully visible, illuminated by targeting lasers. Snipes pounded the controls. "Stay cloaked! Stay cloaked! Stay—" The ship flickered. Moxie shouted, "Incoming torpedoes!" Aurora executed evasive maneuvers with serene calm. Snipes hit the panel harder. "I am helping!" The ship vanished. The torpedoes missed. Moxie exhaled. "Okay. That was actually impressive." The ship reappeared directly in front of Sarrik's dreadnought. Snipes whimpered, "I take it back." Despite the chaos, the cloak had one undeniable strength. When it worked beautifully. The Shadow Quest slipped behind enemy lines, weaving between Syndicate ships like a phantom predator. Banning pointed at the tactical display. "Target their shield generators!" Moxie grinned. "Gladly." The ship uncloaked just long enough to fire. Shields collapsed. Sarrik roared, "Show yourselves, cowards!" Snipes cloaked them again. Moxie fired another volley. Engines this time. Explosions rippled across the dreadnought. Aurora reported, "Enemy flagship is losing power." Banning nodded. "Good. Now the cruisers." The Shadow Quest blinked in and out of existence, each reappearance timed with a devastating strike. A cruiser exploded, then another. Then a battleship. Snipes shouted, "We are the ghosts of retribution." Moxie replied, "Stop being poetic." The dreadnought limped through space, venting plasma. Sarrik appeared on the comms, face twisted with fury. "You think you can hide forever? I will tear your ship apart with my bare hands." Snipes whispered, "He sounds mad." Moxie replied, "He sounds like he always sounds." Banning pointed, "One more shot. Snipes, cloak us in close." Snipes nodded, trembling. "Cloak engaged." The Shadow Quest drifted toward the dreadnought's exposed core. The ship flickered, visible, invisible, visible, invisible. Snipes screamed, "Just hold for 3 seconds!" The cloak stabilized. Moxie fired. The dreadnought exploded in a brilliant white bloom. The remaining Syndicate ships fled. Starbase Halcyon's debrief chamber was cold, metallic, and designed to make officers sweat. The Shadow Quest crew sat under harsh lights as Admiral Garrick reviewed her datapad. She didn't look pleased. "Let's discuss," she said, "the incident in which your ship vanished, but your crew did not." Snipes whimpered. One auditor added, "A Syndicate scout reported seeing 4 idiots floating in space." Snipes buried his face in his hands. "I knew they saw us." Garrick turned to Banning. "Explain." Banning cleared his throat. "The cloaking device inverted the field." Moxie added, "We were standing on the hull. Technically." Aurora clarified, "The crew was never in physical danger." Snipes whispered, "Emotional danger, though." The auditor continued, "Why was the scout ship disabled afterward?" Moxie shrugged, "Because they saw 4 idiots floating in space." Garrick sighed. "The fleet will classify the incident as a prototype anomaly. Snipes, you will write a full technical report." Snipes looked horrified. "Paperwork?" Moxie smirked. "You'll live." Aurora added, "Statistically probable." Snipes groaned. Epilogue. Flicker. Back aboard the Shadow Quest, Snipes slumped in his chair. "I hate cloaking technology." Moxie patted him. "You did good. Mostly." Aurora flickered. Prototype performed within expected parameters. Snipes glared. "Expected?" The ship flickered. Everyone froze. Snipes whispered, "Please tell me that was a glitch." Aurora replied, "Uncertain." The ship flickered again. Snipes screamed. The Shadow Quest sailed on, half visible, half invisible, and entirely unpredictable. End of episode 54, to be continued.